Good morning and welcome to just another spectacular fall day in Rosendale, Wisconsin. And here I am at the home of the Winnebago RC Flyers field, or home of the Winnebago RC Flyers flying field, with yet another engine that I've never run on my channel before. So this will be a first, and it's really awesome. Now, I did do a quick look video of this engine, but this is the first time I've had a chance to take it out and run it. In fact, I did the quick look video today, and I came out this afternoon, or it's actually still morning, to run this because I was so excited about this. This is an OS 25 FSR, not the 25F ABC engine. This is the 25 FSR. This engine was released to the market in 1977, and from the little research I've done on it and been able to glean from the information in the box, or the packaging in the box, I believe this engine actually dates back to maybe the early 80s, based on some of the marketing literature and things like that in there. It's not a new engine, but I have absolutely no idea how much runtime it's got on it. So I don't know if it's fully broken in or not. This engine features a cast iron piston and a steel sleeve. So I noticed I don't have my throttle cable hooked up, so I'm going to get that hooked up. But I'm going to be running some FAI fuel in here. This is a new, fresh mixture for me. It's an 80-20 blend. And I've got an A3 plug in here, because that's typically what you would run with 80-20 fuel. Now the prop I'm running, I think the instructions said either a 9.5 or a 10.4. 10.5, 9. Anyway, the instructions recommended a prop that I didn't have. Actually, I have a wood prop that was, I think it's a 10.4. But what I've got on here is, let's see if I can read that. It's a 9.6. I've got a 9.6, and I've got another prop that I might try and run on here too. That's another more appropriate size, but it wasn't what they recommended. But let me hook up my throttle cable, hook up my fuel lines, and let's fire this thing up for the first time and see what this beautiful vintage OS engine runs like. All right, let's see how she takes a prime. Very well. Now, this is FAI fuel and an A3 plug. I'm not sure if it's going to fire up right away, and it is about 40 degrees. What I might end up having to do is try a little bit of that lighter fluid to get it to pop, but we'll see. Okay, I think I am going to put a little bit of lighter fluid in here. See if that aids in starting. Lighter fluid. Prime it again. And see how she fires up now. Okay, so that was a good first run. I think I learned some things about this engine. Either my hands are really cold or that's not scalding hot. I think my hands are pretty cold though. What I think I learned is that this is a low time engine. In fact, it may have only been run one time. And obviously, as you could see, I was trying to run it pretty hard. And it was telling me that it didn't want to do that it would start to drop off the RPM at a high setting. So I was continuously just richening a bit more. Now what I failed to tell you at the beginning was I had closed the needle, a high-speed needle fully and opened it 3 full turns, and that's where I started it. Now the instruction manual said 3 to 4 full turns. So I had it at 3 full turns when I started it, and I was running it pretty hard that way. And it was taking it, but there would be times where it seemed like it was wanting to overheat and it would start to shut down. So that's when I was opening up the needle valve, and I was doing like 2 to 3 clicks at a time at that point. Very carefully, because this prop just seemed like it was really close to my hand. And it seemed like it would be a little happier then. So I am of the impression that this is a very low time engine. Maybe it was only run one time. I went to try to adjust the throttle stop screw to increase the idle speed just a little bit, but it's really, the nut that's retaining nut is on there is really tight, and I failed to check that, so I couldn't turn that screw at all. But I did make a minor adjustment to the low speed needle, and it helped the transition considerably. Now again, this was FAI fuel and an A3 plug, and the first time I've ever run this engine, but I think I've discovered that this is a low time engine, probably not even fully broken in yet. So any subsequent runs that I might do today off camera, I'll probably just do shorter runs. This one was probably 5-6 minutes. Another one like that at a higher needle or richer setting, so that it's more four-stroking and getting more broken in. But I mean, it's an impressive little engine as it is right now. I mean, you were seeing it was turning this 9.6 prop over 12,000 RPM. So I mean, it's a nice little engine. Of course, it's a quality vintage OS engine from the 70s, so big surprise there. But I hope you enjoyed watching this thing run for the first time, because I know I sure had fun running it.